Welcome to Leeds. This is our third fight of the evening. It's a lightweight contest between Josh Padley and Clayton Bricknell. And I'm looking forward to this one. Looking forward to seeing Josh Padley, the current Central Area lightweight champion, who's been impressed very much in his first 11 fights.
Tell you what though, he's got to be careful here because Clayton in his last fight had a very, very impressive win. He had the first round knockout over Joe Underwood Hughes, which is very impressive. So Josh Padley here just needs to stay switched on.
First round as well. I'll tell you what, and Joe Underwood Hughes is no slouch. He's a good fighter. So what a result that was for Clayton. So like you say, I'm sure Josh has seen that too, and he knows what he's up against.
Yeah, Josh is a quality fighter. 11 fights undefeated now, and he's moving up the rankings. Got a good win against Jimmy First when he won the Central Area title.
Yeah, but it was a good fight that by all accounts. It was not recorded that, but it was a great fight, and what a night it was for Josh and his coach Ian Alcock, based in Doncaster. Is Josh? You know a bit about him, Harvey, from the area. Someone who's making waves now.
Yeah, and I think that win over Jimmy First really put him on the map, because that's a solid win that on his resume.
Yeah, because at the time Jimmy First was undefeated. It was a real fight, and it was a very, very impressive win.
He's travelled up from Wolverhampton, Clayton.
Oh! 1, 2,
as I say that,
3,
on the canvas.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Left up, Dan.
Yeah, nice little left up, went from the body and then to the head.
He'll look for the finish now.
He's looking for the openings here, and he's got...
Referee having a close look. Just got to be careful not to. Yeah, he's just got to be careful not to smother his own work. Take a little step back and have a look. Pick your shots.
Keeping his guard tight. Not many of them.
He's fighting back, Clayton, brave off the ropes. But Josh is really piling on the pressure here. Again, the referee's taking a look, but he's...
Clayton needs to throw back.
Is he?
He needs to throw back, otherwise the referee's going to jump him. Yeah.
Uppercut inside there from Josh. Clever work.
Corner
I'd like to see him just step off here, get a bit of space, not smother any of it.
Yeah, smothering his work a little bit. If he steps back, he'll be able to see the shots that are there. I think particularly the uppercut.
There's that left hook again, going to the body as well. So he's looking for them openings. Good first round, Harvey.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Again, sinking them punches.
Solid body shot.
To fire back though. He's caught
Fair play to Clayton. He's hanging in there and he's throwing back. Tough man.
Good fight.
Some of these really hurtful shots. Good first round there.
Fantastic first round.
Round 2.
Round number 2, and if the first round is anything to go by, we're in for another run here, and he's straight on the front foot again, Josh.
Really good opening round for Josh. I just feel he smothered his work a little bit when he hurt Clayton, but he started again. He's positive. I think he's really fancying this now. Only got the one stoppage, but he's had Jimmy First on the floor, and looks to me here like he's got a bit of power.
I mean, Clayton there, his record 4-8-1. He shows he comes to fight, win-lose record. But he's always there. He's not coming to do the rounds. He's coming in to fight and do his best.
Well, you look at that first round. He was hurt. He was under pressure on the ropes, but he found a way to stick in there, and he was fighting back. Big heart.
Josh is electrician by day, fully qualified electrician. Works hard in the day, straight to the gym at night. I don't know how long that's going to go on if he starts going up through the levels, but
well, depending on what rankings you follow. Boxrec have got him at number 9 now, so he is climbing the rankings in Britain. And I'm sure that, like, obviously he won the Central Area title. I'm sure there's bigger titles on the horizon for him.
From Doncaster, produced some good boxers over the years, that area, and his coach Ian Alcock is a very, very experienced man. Been around the game years. He's trained everybody. Trained Henry Akinwande, Danny Williams in the past. A few names on the tip of my tongue there, but but Silky Jones, I remember Silky Jones was one of them. But a lot of fighters, is too many to mention, but he's got good people behind him, and he's on this trajectory to do well. He's a really determined character.
Yeah, there's some good fights out there for him, like Corey Gibbs, number 8 on BoxRec. He's 18-1, be a good fight for him. Reece Mould obviously fighting tomorrow against Cully, but there's some really good fights for him.
In the Reece Mould, that'd be some local derby, wouldn't it, if Reece comes through as well? You know, eventually down the line.
100%, 2 Yorkshire men going at it. Would definitely sell a few tickets.
It's a hot division, the lightweight division, but he looks good. He looks like he's got the skills.
Like we just said in the field, I like Josh here. Just take the centre ring, get his distance, use his jab a bit. He knows he can hurt him. Just start picking him apart now. You know, he's got 8 rounds here. So let's see some of what he's been learning in the gym. And I think if he picks his shots, Dan, we might see something similar to the first round.
What I think is positive for Josh here is Clayton's coming forward, he's trying to fight, he's throwing his shots, so there's a chance a stylish boxer like Josh can land his counter shots, and he's just landed that left hook again.
Clayton got a good right in there as well, so he's still there, and after that first round, the terror has done well to survive into the third.
Seconds out. Round 3.
Round number 3 from Leeds. It's a Mark Bateson show in association with GSW, and we've got Josh Padley in against Clayton Bricknell in the lightweight division. Padley, the current Central Area champion at the weight, and Clayton Bricknell from Wolverhampton. He's come up here to Leeds tonight, and he's not going to go over easy. He's down in the first, but he's here in the third, and he's still giving it his best.
Yeah, he's no mug, he comes to fight, and he can cause an upset as well. Fantastic uppercut there from Josh.
Yeah, he timed that perfectly, didn't he, when he was coming in. Came round, sweet spot. But he's still firing back. You know, he's showing his heart really here, isn't he?
Tell you what, it's testament to Clayton's toughness that he's still in there. He's been caught with some really good shots, but he's firing back. He's really making a fight of it.
It really is, you know, Dan. And I mean, you know, the terror really, you could see he comes for a fight, and in his last fight he did cause a terror with that big knockout of Joe Hughes. But you know, he is, you know, no disrespect, limited in his skills as a pro fighter, but you can see he's got so much in him, so much determination to hang in there. But you know, you see someone like Josh, you can see the difference in their
class. There's a big difference in class, and I think that's what I can see. But Clayton is very, very tough. He's strong. He looks like he can punch, but in terms of skill, Josh is just a bit too much for him. He's just a bit too classy. He's picking his shots quite well. But do you know what? For Josh, as he continues his career and builds some momentum and moves at the rankings, fights like this are pretty good for him.
Yes.
Give him the rounds, hopefully give him the rounds, give him a bit of a test, and then he'll come through this, he'll look to push up the levels.
You know, as well, he probably thought he had it done in the first round, you know, and then he gets up and he's still there, you know.
Yeah, and that can really take it out of you, can't it? Because if you think you finish your opponent and then you go for the kill.
It's funny, sometimes a knockdown can be the worst thing for a fighter, because what happens is suddenly the game plan goes out the window and they start looking for the stoppage, and I think there's probably an element of that with Josh for the first round. But in this third round now, he's got his composure, he's picking his shots, he's looking for the openings, and we talked about the difference in class. He's trying to make the difference in class tell now, and he's trying to walk Clayton onto the shots. But Clayton's always going to make it tough. He's that sort of fighter. He's a bit awkward, unorthodox. He's strong. He can punch a little bit, and he's very, very game as well.
You see Josh, looking for them big punches. I mean, like we said, I think Ian might say now, get behind that jab now, and he'll start to box this kid.
Seconds out. Round 4.
Round number 4 from Leeds. It's Josh Padley against the terror, Clayton Bricknell, who had a bit of terror in the first round but has come back really well. And he's making a good account of himself here against the Central Area lightweight champion. Title not on the line tonight.
And you know what, Clayton's giving a good account of himself, like you say. Josh is having to work here. He's having to go to the toolbox and find some skills, and I'm glad about that as well. For me, if Josh would have got the victory in the first round, it would have been great for the fans, but maybe not so much for his development. I'm glad he's getting the rounds in, and I'm glad questions are being asked of him.
Absolutely. It would be a good fight to work on, distance and footwork against an opponent like this, because like I said, he knows he can hurt him, he knows he can get through. We just need him to just get that jab off, keep that distance a bit, and I think the openings will come.
I think you're right. He's had 11 fights. He's still relatively inexperienced, even though he's highly ranked. And I think if what it's shown tonight is he was smothering his work a little bit. He's a very, very classy fighter. When he gets behind that jab, he keeps it sort of mid to long range. He's an excellent fighter. Just think sometimes when he gets in close, he's fighting Clayton's fight, and it's not always working for him. But like you say, these fights, you want him to be learning fights. You don't want him to go and blast them out. You want something for him to go back to the gym, his coach to go back to the gym, learn and improve, and then the next time we come out, we see a better Josh Padley.
Right. What's on?
He's sure he can keep it long as well, but like you say, he's sometimes falling in and making a few little mistakes there.
I don't like to see him dropping his hands when he's in range either, but it looks like it's a bit of Josh's style.
Yeah, he looks comfortable with that, doesn't he? He looks like he's enjoying it. I think what he's trying to do as well is sometimes he's swaying on the back foot, he's dropping his hands. I think he's trying to get Clayton to commit to throw first so he can try and counter him.
Yeah,
he's trying to make those openings.
There's one thing in boxing, obviously we talked about there is levels, and we don't want Josh to drop his levels, to get in a scrap. It's all, he's a better boxer, he's got better movement, better punch selection. He doesn't want to get into Clayton's fight. We've seen what happened in Clayton's last fight when,
Yeah, I don't want to see Josh have to use his heart in this fight. I want to see him use his skills. And you talk about letting your skills and levels show, and I think that shows when he's boxing behind that jab and when he's feinting and he's picking his shots.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Round number 5 from Leeds. Mark Basin Promotions in association, it's easy for me to say, with GSW Boxing. And we're here with Josh Padley, Central Area Lightweight Champion, against Clayton Bricknell, and it's turning into a good old tough 8-round fight here.
Great little counter left up there from Josh.
It was a nice shot, that.
He's starting to really put his shots together in this round now, and when he puts his shots together, you can really see the class, can't you?
You really can.
just a case of staying composed, really, isn't it, against an opponent like Clayton.
I mean, like we said, I think that maybe the first round just threw him off his game plan a little bit. He looked like he came out to, you know, to get behind that guard, but he knows he can hit him. He looks like he's going for it.
Yeah, no disrespect to Josh. He's not got the most stoppages. He's got the one stoppage, like I say. When he put him down, he probably fancied stopping him, and he wanted probably to get his second stoppage. But I think it did throw him off his game plan. I think he smothered his work. Whereas what we're seeing in this round, you can see he's a class act.
Yeah, look at that.
Landing those lovely body shots.
Nice. That's what I want him to see him do. Pick them shots, use the jab, everything off the jab. I'm sure that's what his coach Ian is saying. Like I said, he's an old school guy. Likes the, you know, the meat and potatoes of boxing, and seen it all and done it all. So but he knows he's got a good prospect on his hands here, and he's a man who, you know, he's spent his time and he's put a lot of time into Josh, and he obviously sees a lot in him and thinks a lot of him. So
yeah,
you know, he wouldn't train anyone.
Lightweight division, it's a hot division, but I can see Josh climbing the rankings and challenging for titles. He's got that quality about him. When he turns it on here and he's fighting at range, he's putting his shots together and feinting, Clayton looks lost at sea. It's when he chooses to stand in front of Clayton can have a little bit of success himself and land a few shots.
Sort of the fighter as well, Josh, if he would rise to the occasion. Like you said, at Jimmy First, you know, that night he was very, very good. He knew he was under it. Big derby again, a good shot in there, a little sneaky shot. But Clayton's got a good chin. He's shown that he got up well after that first round.
Very game, isn't he? Very, very game fighter.
A lot on head movement as well, Josh. You know, his hands are down.
He's happy to be a nice 2 good shots inside there.
When he turns it on, Clayton doesn't know where the shots are coming from. He looks a bit lost.
Work in the corner here.
Just trying to force it a little bit. Another good round now.
Round 6.
Round number 6. We're in Leeds for this Mark Bateson GSW boxing show, and what a night it's been. We've had a possible knockout of the year contender on the show up to now, and here we've got the central area lightweight champion Josh Padley in against Clayton Bricknell. One fight to go after this. It's local lad Jack Bateson, and he started off here again. Clayton's back to the ropes and Josh sinking them punches in and looking for them gaps.
Yeah, Josh is definitely looking for the stoppage here.
Go again, says Ian Alcock in Josh's corner. And that's what he's got to do, and he has good work but then stands off a little bit and waits again. But like Ian says, go for that second attack.
Yeah, go for the second phase because he's throwing that first phase. Clayton's covering up a little bit, but yeah, go again. Fight at probably a higher tempo.
And then go there now. Again,
Looking to open him up as well, up top, through them body shots.
I think he's seen enough, the ref, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's seen enough. And
Compassionate stoppage.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, he was game, wasn't he? There, Dan, you know, Clayton, he was game, and he obviously got up in the first round and throwing back all the time, but it was just sustained shots, sustained punishment.
Clayton was game, but I thought the difference in class was starting to show. And I think Clayton at times in there looked lost. He didn't know where the shots were coming from. He won't like getting stopped. He's a proud man, and he made a really good account of himself, and he showed great resilience in there. But yeah, I think the quality of Josh Padley just shown, and I think now Josh will, like I say, he's got that good ranking. He's got the rank number 9. I think he'll look to start going through the rankings now and start looking at the titles. And I tell you what, it's the first time I've seen him in person tonight, but very impressed with him.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation, please. Thank you.
Fair play to Clayton, tough lad, staying in there that long. He took some real sustained punishment as well as being on the floor, but what a good win for Josh Padley, and he moves on.
Scores the contest, after 1 minute 11 seconds of round 6, your winner by technical knockout in the red corner, Josh Padley.
Right, we've got the winner, Josh Padley here, and